There are certain Discords that it will work and stuff like that, but like, I don't know. There's only so many of them I can put stuff in.
Sorry, my brain is. I was just writing out exactly what you were saying for a minute. Just I'm fucking.
I do. Yeah, that's why I can't normally talk and type at the same time because I will do that shit too. Yeah, I don't know how anybody else does that shit. Oh, but it's funny. Oh my god, it's bloody freaking cold. I got the space heater on and a blanket on my lap out here trying to keep my toes warm. Freaking ridiculous.
It feels
but
like
it could be worse.
Kind of it's not even that cold where I am, and I'm just like, I want to wear my nice sweaters.
Yeah, it's that time of year. It's that time of year. Yeah, the parking lot was kind of empty this morning when we went to church. Rolled in there, I was like, "Yep, guess the cold kept a lot of people home."
Like, well, they may not have like. So you don't live in a place where it's like butt cold, and you would have to go over and like put chains on your wheels or anything.
Oh yeah, no, God, no, yeah, no. Living in South Texas, like it. The last time it froze down here was 5 years ago. It was 2020. Like the last time it froze down here to where like you had to be worried about your pipes, which is what everybody was worried about last night.
I saw that one. Besides some like a small blizzard going through Dallas, that there was a tornado someplace also in like eastern Texas.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but it wouldn't surprise me.
And I love cold weather. It's always my favorite.
Y'all are fucking retarded.
What?
I will never understand that. I've worked outside most of my life.
All weather.
Yeah, and especially Spartacus. Like there's no fucking way, dude. I would take heat over cold any day.
I like fall weather because you just like throw on a couple layers.
It's not like it's not wet.
And also there's the colors. But and also you have Halloween, which is like one of the best times of the year for us freaks and geeks.
He's in it for about 3 weeks out of the year, where it's kind of nice.
And then I can only tolerate winter up until Christmas, and then after Christmas, I'm like, okay, it needs to go away.
Yeah.
My argument is, it's so much easier to get warm versus get cooled off. It takes so
You're
long
high.
No, it takes forever. Versus warm.
No, you've never had that like chill where it gets into your bones. Like when the wind cuts through your clothes and makes it to where like the only thing in the world that will make you warm is like a super hot bath or a super hot shower. Like, yeah, no, that's a level of cold that's no, because there's like especially if you're outside, like there's a certain point where your fingers don't work. And there's a lot of jobs like you wear thick gloves, you can't do them. You know what I mean? Like I could never shoot rivets with thick gloves on. You couldn't get the rivets in the holes, right? Because you have to have the dexterity of your fingers in order to be able to pick them up, and you can't have any kind of thick gloves on and trying to do that. So it's like, yeah.
I do remember that one promotional where they did have that one baseball player who was wearing pantyhose because it was just fucking warmer to have beneath his uniform because it was so cold when he had to go play baseball.
There was just today posted, there was a video by some newscast or whatever down south. I can't remember where it was. It was Alabama, Mississippi, or Texas, where they're like trying to teach people how to use the spray and scraper to de-ice their windows.
De-ice your windows,
And it's just like, first off, you need to turn your vehicle on and turn on the defrost.
Right. Yeah.
Otherwise, the spray and the scraper is not going to work at all.
Well, and it's also not, I mean, the scraper will still work, but like it's not going to last and it's just going to reform.
Out anything. He was just kind of like,
oh, really?
Maybe we should use more spray. And he just starts spraying more. And it's just like, oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, no. No, like, like I literally like went outside and turned the van on this morning before we left for church and let it run for like 5 or 10 minutes. I was like, yeah, there's no way. No way. It's too damn cold out for that. No, that's just funny though. All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started because we're already like, what, Sunker? What?
But baby, it's cold outside.
It's a good snuggling
so cold
song.
outside yesterday. I had to step outside for 5 minutes to pick up this metal frame.
Threatening to
and
okay, one at a time.
In my hand.
What? Ironcaster, you're gonna have to repeat all of that.
Oh, sorry. I had to step outside for like 5 minutes and had to go grab this like metal frame for a window. Walking up front, the thing froze to my hand. Forget my tongue. I could not let go of it.
Oh my God, that's.
And he's still attached to that right now, ladies and gentlemen. He is still stuck.
He's stuck outside. You just can't realize it. He's that dedicated to Doctor Who that he's frozen outside and somehow still streaming. What? Go ahead, Spartacus.
I was just saying is I feel threatened by Sunker. I think she's suggesting she's going to spike our drinks.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, because of the baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
That
You can't go out there. It's too cold outside, Ironcaster. Have another wine.
Well, and what's so funny too, what was so funny about that is like that when they were trying to cancel that song, like Glenn Beck did like a whole history lesson over the song and like what it meant and the era and the time period. Yeah. And even like the drinks because of the time period, like a lot of it was very much watered down and shit like that. So it's like the girl, like a lot of women would have a drink and go, ooh, I'm feeling it. And like, if you give them a breathalyzer, they'd be like 0.00001. You know what I mean? But that, that was, the culture of, there
was an alternative.
From a time in which people would go out on lunch and have a drink at the bar.
Yeah, the 2 cocktail lunches. Oh, the good old days. Go ahead, Spartacus.
There was an alternative version that I listened to that it wasn't to promote the whole like we need to get rid of the song thing. It was just a fun, catty, like alternative where at the end the guy's like, "Are you even legal age?"
Oh my God!
because she's like singing the song, and he's just like singing like, "Wait a minute, are you even old enough to drink?" Oh my God, I'm gonna go to jail.
So it's a parody of it is what it is.
Yes.
A funny parody. Yes, that's great. Holy cow. That is great. Yeah. Baby, it's cold outside wherever you are right now. That side of Sunker living in California, so it's okay. That's all right. We have to deal with the cold. She has to deal with Gavin Newsom, so I think we've got the better deal.
It's okay. All the commies are going to hell, so that's why it's warm here.
There you go. There you go, Sunker.
Well, I mean,
damn.
California is the new Sodom and Gomorrah.
I mean, yeah. It's pretty damn close at this point.
Communist and cyclist, neither goes to heaven.
No, communist cyclist, damn.
But the funny thing is that heaven is where all their supposed dreams and visions actually come true because everyone's generous. Everyone's willing to share everything. But not because we're forced to, but because we freaking like each other.
Well, it would be very funny for the communists to go into the afterlife, and it's just like, I'm sorry, but Solomon was a sinner, and since you're all communists, y'all are gonna... Maybe you can go to a different place, but you can't come here. I don't believe that. I still believe the individuality of a soul and all that stuff, but it would be really funny if someone pulled that on a communist right before Peter's Gates.
Oh yeah. No, that would be absolutely hilarious.
Don't worry, when they're going, it's going to be a dry heat.
Yeah.
It's going to be an extremely dry heat.
Yeah, no shit.
Some might say it may be cooking.
All right. All right. Let's get started. Sunker already made us late enough for getting to warm up her hot water to put a tea bag in it.
Daleks screaming through the void. Time Lord scheming, oh what a ploy. shifting flesh and face. Where did it go wrong? What a disgrace. When Doctor Who was good, when it burned like it should, when the TARDIS doors slammed and the monster still stood. In the ocean you can unhear. Cybermen marching steel on steel. Back then the fear was all too real. Common nerd ranting, hands in the air. Gallifrey's gone, he's pulling his hair. When Doctor Who was good, when it burned like it should, when the stories had weight and the endings were Mr. Grant Gregory, he knows it all, the rise, the fall, the cannon call with his scarf and his specs and his books stacked tall. Grant Gregory, tell us
How's everybody doing tonight, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another wonderful edition of When Who Was Good. This is Jesse with the Common Nerd, and I've got a whole bunch of fun panelists this evening that we're going to have a grand old time. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some fun more. We're finishing the last series of season 1 of classic Doctor Who, boys and girls, the William Hartnell era. And tonight we've got episode 3, A Change of Identity. And of course, we are going through the Reign of Terror story arc right now, which is, of course, the French Revolution at its height and its most bloody, boys and girls. This is when absolutely everyone was losing their heads throughout all of France, both literally and metaphorically. So yeah, it was wild. It's a grand old time, and these boys are in themselves a whole heap of trouble. Will they survive? Well, you know, the show's been out for 60 years, so we kind of already know, but nonetheless, it's exciting. It's wild. It's crazy. And boys and girls, we're going to get into all of it. We're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat, but we're going to say hi to all my fancy panelists first. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the one woman on the planet that makes absolutely every Englishman horribly mad because not only does she forget to heat up her hot water, but she uses a microwave when she does. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Sunker Maiden! What's up, Sunker? How are you?
Look, if the water's hot, it's hot. The water doesn't care. It doesn't have to follow your posh rules. And overstooping is fine. But yes, I'm doing pretty good. Had to work a little bit more today, but had a pretty relaxing, little weekend. Up until my dad went over and told me, or rather asked me, so when are you moving out?
Nice.
I've been too busy with work. I'm sorry. I would love to move out. I just opened up my mailbox 3 days ago, you bitch.
Did you get the internet? Have you got internet and stuff set up over there yet, or scheduled or anything?
Well,
no.
That's a very interesting question, sir.
So that would be a no. That means Sunker Maiden doesn't have her internet set up yet.
It's a work in progress. I don't even know.
It's a phone call to AT&T or whoever your local internet provider is. And they literally do it for you.
I'm a woman.
That explains a whole lot.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, misogyny is back on the menu, and it's served up by a beautiful woman with big tits named Sunker Maiden. So shout out to that. Speaking of misogyny, Spartacus, how are you doing, my friend?
Well, I'm happy that I'm not a head shoulder. So that's nice. Okay. I'm not losing my head over this whole situation.
That is very good. I'm glad to hear that.
But no, I am. I'm not too bad. I just had a fun time going through the snow outside and clearing it out so that it's available for people that I love and care for to use.
There you go. Well, that's good of you. That's good of you. I'm glad you got all that taken care of. Yeah, you sent me that picture earlier, and I'm like, boy, that sure looks pretty from the beach in South Texas.
Yes.
Like a buddy of mine, me and my wife's, he was out wade fishing earlier today, and he's got like his ski mask on and everything else because the wind's what does it down here. Like the wind chill is like 19 degrees or some shit like that, or 17, I think it was earlier. Because it's like 26, but it's like the wind chill was like 17 because the wind just blows so hard down here. And my wife's like, and he's wade fishing. I'm like, well, to be fair, the bay water is probably like 75 degrees. It's way warmer in the water than it is out of the water right now. So that's probably the easiest way to do it. This isn't fun. This isn't fun. I hate this time of year. I don't like it. If I could move any farther south, or if I could speak Spanish, I'd move farther south. So I'm really wanting us to just take over Mexico and call it a day so I can move down there and not have to worry about speaking Spanish.
Mexico, Cuba,
I mean, Venezuela at this point, that's basically going to be our next territory.
For the love of God, we're already plotting the next Cuban blockade, so
Right. I'm just thinking of like how fun it is to take Venezuela in a completely joking manner. It's just like, oh yeah, Russia, you got Crimea, have fun. We're taking Venezuela and we're gonna make a new vacation destination. It's Hawaii 2.0.
Just imagine us taking Cuba. It basically would be the Hawaii of Caribbean because it's got wonderful fertile soil, which is kind of a head scratcher as to why they don't produce any food stocks for anyone.
It's almost like communism does that to a country.
It has wonderful destinations which are crumbling. I don't know why that's not working out for them either.
Well, and they've got all of these beautiful classic cars down there that they've been maintaining since the 60s.
They've been jerry-rigging.
Do what you got to do, man. I bet you those are the best mechanics in the world. Those guys can pull off miracles with baling wire and duct tape.
And for Sunker's enjoyment, here's a nice picture of two of the heirs to the imperial throne of France.
Oh yeah. You got that one pulled up yet? There you go, Sunker. Not too bad. Doesn't have much of kind of a weird chin, but.
But yeah, so these two are father and son. They are the descendants of Napoleon III, and they are claimants to the imperial throne of France, along with two other people, the Orleans and the Bourbons.
Nice.
Sunker, we can't hear you. You're not talking.
Oh, shit. I was going to say, wait, that's not the creepy prime minister, right? And then I was like, well, that is quite a distinctive chin off that.
Oh, that's
it. But it's also not weird. It actually makes sense for his face.
But it really sucks for the French because they just late last year, they had someone like in the middle of the day run into the Louvre and capture a bunch of priceless artifacts along with the last empress of France's crown, and it was destroyed.
So it's someone who's Muslim, most likely.
I have no clue there. I couldn't find any information on it, but they they were able to recover it, and it was just smashed up, and they
that's like the stupid
I think I read someplace that they were like pretending to be like cleaners or workers for the Louvre or something like that. I don't know.
Well, because wasn't it like just a couple of years ago that somebody tried throwing paint on like the Mona Lisa or some shit?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But they've had it covered in glass for like quite a while, so it didn't fucking do them any damn good. But speaking of things that don't do us any damn good, Ironcaster, how are you, my friend?
Trying to stay warm here because apparently I live on Hoth this time of year.
I believe it, dude. You're not that far from Canada.
If not Hoth, at least Neptune.
I mean, it was getting like negatives here, and it's like I can live with the cold. It helps keep people like it keeps people at bay. Generally speaking, they shouldn't be out like riding the streets doing any of that stuff. It's like unless they're really pissed off, like that stuff doesn't happen here. It's like no, stay inside. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out any more than I have to. I'm gonna stay inside. I'm gonna paint my little plastic soldiers.
There you go. Yep, there you go. Play with your plastic toys and stay inside and stay warm. It's a wise choice. It's a wise choice.
I do like that with like, we're fighting for Black Lives Matter, unless the temperature drops down to a little bit nippy time. Other than we're not gonna.
Well, I mean, that's always the funny part too, because that's why riot season is always during the summer and during the spring. Because like, ain't nobody want to riot in the middle of Minneapolis in the middle of a snowstorm. Like, y'all lost your damn mind.
Yeah, the summer of love.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, fiery but mostly peaceful summer of love.
Chop is actually the one that is kind of the most, or Chaz, wherever the fuck they wanted to call it, because a lot of the crimes that happen there are not going to get tracked as well.
They stopped reporting that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like all of that stuff. There was rapes. There was rapes all over the damn place, and murders and all kinds of other shit.
There's one that was basically acting like a warlord. It went like there was superheroes apparently, and one went rogue. It was fucking like a fever dream.
They got another autonomous zone set up in Minneapolis right now.
And they're doing it where it's cold too, so like I'm actually a little impressed.
They're like stealing other people's property to build up barricades to prevent the ice from getting in, and they're actually being supplied with donuts and coffee by the National Guard in Minneapolis.
You know what?
Yeah, thank you. That fucking state deserves exactly what they are fucking getting. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not. You fucking voted for this shit for decades. For fucking decades.
Well, it didn't help that you had Obama importing thousands of Somalis and planting.
And guess what? There. That cocksucking piece of shit Hussein was overwhelmingly voted in twice by this fucking country, and I guarantee you overwhelmingly by that state. So fuck them. They deserve it. I hope you fucking, and I know you're not going to learn your fucking lesson, because otherwise Detroit wouldn't look the way it fucking does. Los Angeles wouldn't look the way it fucking does. So by all means, have at it. Have fucking fun. My ass will stay in Texas, or I can shoot motherfuckers like you that do that shit.
Minnesota voted 54% in favor of Obama in 2008, and in 2012 they voted 52.65% in favor of Obama.
Cool. There you go. You're getting exactly what you voted for. Congratulations. Speaking of things we like to vote for, Griffin.
Hello,
are you working? Is your mic working now? Yes, we can hear you. There he is. What up, wise old man?
I'm not as wise as I want to be, and I'm definitely not as old as some people think. We are losing. We've actually lost power twice, not very long, but it knocked out the computer completely. I had to like hard reboot and everything else. I mean, it got bad. I apologize if I vanish again. So just
no worries, brother.
We're watching Doctor Who, and all of a sudden people suddenly forget I ever existed. Well, I guess it's the appropriate way to go. Yeah.
Well, did you step on any butterflies?
I ate one. Is that better?
Questionable.
I mean, at least the DNA is kind of carried forward. I don't know. My daughter eats bees, so I don't know if that's really going to have any effect on the future or not. Oh, yeah.
What?
Okay.
What happened?
So Chipmunk and I, for some reason, bees like us. Like, I don't know if there's pheromones we give off in particular or what, but like we literally will have bees. Like there's this itty bitty little hole in our screen window in the bedroom behind our bed. And bees will literally crawl in that hole, and then they will go and fly and either land on me or my daughter. And my daughter saw them in the window, and so she was playing with them, and she smashed one, and she picked it up and she ate it.
Oh, geez.
And so, and I've had them follow me from in the house out here in the garage. And I was like, either editing or I was on a stream, and the little fucker was literally just like sitting on my shoulder and like fucking crawling around and shit. So I don't know what it is about me and Chipmunk, but the bees love us, and she likes eating them. So fortunately enough, the second one she tried to eat, it was like ew, and she spit it out. But
what is so? I mean, Mr. Bluebird sitting on your shoulder. That's something positive. So what is Mr. Bee?
I don't know, but I was even like, because like it's like we've had. I mean, there's been like 15 of them crawling get in the damn house somehow, and it's like, and obviously they're gonna end up dying because they can't figure out a way to get back out. But it's like, it's just one of those situations. I'm like, where the hell is this hive? Because if they're this damn attracted to us, I want to steal the hive and put it in my backyard. Because like, if you're going to be fucking running around and scaring the whole family, I at least want some honey out of this situation.
Those are most likely scouts. So that's usually what happens when a hive gets a bit
bees
big.
Right, but bees don't go more than 3 miles from their hive at the most. Most of the time it's within a mile of their hive. And sometimes it's even less than that.
Well, if you want to go over and try to get them to come back, then I would highly suggest going over and getting the bees that do get into your house and letting them free. So then they'll be more likely to get back to the hive, do their little bee dance.
Yeah, you got to get the queen.
You have to get the queen because she's the one that they're going to all follow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why you just grab the whole hive and move it.
No, I know, but like if you want to do them like low risk, low effort, low chance of success, have the scouts go back. Try to get the scouts to go back to the hive because you're not going to search 3 miles for it.
No, I thought about it, but I was like, no, there's too many backyards. It'd be different if we were like, out in the country and like it was, we could just go look around the property or whatever. But yeah, and then in the neighborhoods and stuff like that, God only knows where that damn thing is. Eventually, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I want to try my hand at beekeeping, but no, I saw I had a whole beekeeping stint when I started looking at beekeeping. Like sometimes they get psycho queens that are like so fucking aggro that they're like, we have to torch the hive. We must go over and find the queen and kill it, and then introduce the new queen. Hopefully, they will take to it. Oh, the hive will be gone.
Yeah. Yep, I absolutely believe it. The animal kingdom's crazy, man. God gave us very good entertainment, if nothing else. Like, you can just sit out in the woods and watch shit and be more than entertained. But speaking of things that are entertaining, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. And as a friendly reminder, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this over on the YouTube side of the house, please join us on one of our alternative platforms. Rumble is always our home base. Boys and girls, well, we've got Kick, we've got Pilled, and you can watch it on Twitter. And apparently you can do the content, you can comment over there too. But it doesn't show up in my chat over here, unfortunately. So if you're watching this over on X or Twitter, join us over on one of those fun little alternatives and all of that kind of fun stuff. And boys and girls, as always in the evening streams, these are fundraising. A lot of time we have fun fundraising around here. You can always play the Get Common Nerd Stone game, $20 donation. I'll do a dab, $5 donation, do cart hits. We can do gifty subs, all those kind of stuff. Water is due. It was actually due Friday. So if anybody wants to help out with that with direct donations, direct donation link is pinned over on the Rumble chat. And we certainly appreciate all of that kind of stuff as well. You guys do we filed taxes yesterday, and it even though the fact that I can't do this full time anymore, it boggled my mind how much support we got last year. And I can't believe you guys. So I love you guys so much. And so I really appreciate that. And trust me, we're working on things right now to reduce our overall bills and stuff like that. So that way we can get back to doing this full time like we were. So that's kind of one of the goals over the next year. And all of your guys' wonderful support, all your memberships, all that kind of stuff help out. And shout out, because I do have a couple of things that we have to go over real quick, because we got some gifted memberships during the Bible study today. And we always like to repay those on the Doctor Who stream. Jim Bone, shout out to Fladius Assfire. I don't know if he's out there. He's probably not out there. He's probably busy this evening. But he gifted 5 Common Nerd subscriptions over on the Rumble side. And Your Average Patriot Nerd gifted 1 as well. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that got us back to our 100 members that we need to maintain over on any of our platforms, but Rumble's the best one. Somebody just did something. There it is. I don't know why the dragon's not working. I don't know what's wrong with the dragon. I don't know why the dragon's
There
broken.
was an update somewhere somehow, and it
too
just
damn cold. The dragon.
The dragon went.
I'm in my horde cave. I'll come out.
There he goes. I heard it.
No, the dragon got to be tricked into being an activist, so it's protesting in Minnesota.
Is that what?
No, he's got to take out the activists in Minnesota. He's going to burn it down.
Hold on.
But don't worry. There's actually good news. You see,
wrong button. Sorry.
Is now going to be the mascot, the living mascot for one of the Leering centers. Yes.
One of the Leering centers. Yeah, they have in Minneapolis.
It's going to move into centers.
Yeah. Oh, that is great. So, boys and girls, you know what you get for gifty subs, and of course, Your Average Patriot Nerd. We know what he wants. He loves himself some Sunker Maiden, just like we all do, which is the reason why we keep dragging her back to this show. And boys and girls, I mean, Lady in Red.
I still have that, okay?
Could have been
I almost wish you AI'd it so the lips just went over the teeth.
Like in some of the, yeah, we could AI a few things with that video. Sunker just gave me permission to AI that video, so there you go, boys and girls. More, if you guys know how it works around here, I can do really messed up stuff for like $50 or $100 direct donations on AI. So Sunker gave me permission to AI that one. You heard it here first.
Even I heard you say that. Sorry.
But you know what? Just to make Sunker's ovaries ache as well, because it was 6 gifted memberships earlier today. And that one just turned 1 this week on the 22nd. We had her birthday party yesterday. We did an Alice in Wonderland. And it was really cool. My wife got all these really cool cake toppers, and she baked cupcakes and a cake. And there's a lot of really cool pictures. I gotta post some of them in the Discord. There's a lot of really fun stuff from all of that. So that was really neat. So we appreciate that. And I already know what Spartacus wants. And you know what? I'm probably gonna go scarf instead of hats because it's fucking cool.
Why don't you do both?
There you go. I mean, we could do both. Well, I mean, we do 50 for one and then 50 for another is normally how that goes. Yeah. And also, boys and girls, if you want to see any Common Nerd and any Doctor Who outfits besides the accessories we've got tonight, if you check out the Amazon wish list, just search Common Nerd, or I think the bot will drop it at some point. You guys can get, there's a bunch of Doctor Who. There's a really cool company that makes a lot of the classic Who costumes. And we've got a bunch of them on our Amazon wish list, and you guys can go over there and check those out. And if you order one, Common Nerd will wear it for the entire stream just because of the fact that you bought it. And after that, we can do donations for all of those kind of things, just like we do for the hat and everything else. So I'll put my scarf on here in just a second, because that scarf is huge. But we're going to say hi to all the rest of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. And of course, a shout out to Spartacus for the $50 direct donation. That's a lot of cash, boys and girls. Appreciate you, guys.
No. So, like, going through some background information on this series, apparently the original season finale was supposed to revolve around the Spanish Armada before this was replaced it.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
That would have
been cool.
Well, they would have to do shit on a ship. So,
I mean, it would have been just that. It would also been probably interacting with Queen Elizabeth I and the struggle of the English trying to fight the Spanish Armada.
We could have had Ian fighting. Cool. We could have had Ian Sword fighting on a ship.
And also, apparently, it was William Russell, the guy who plays Ian, who was the suggester to make the story set in the French Revolution.
Huh. Oh, really? That's kind of neat. That's cool.
That makes sense. Also, it's more dramatic in a way. Lots of angst and death.
And the original director, unfortunately, he fell ill and collapsed during the shooting of the third episode, and they had to find a replacement for him to continue the series. He did recover, and he did return for the fourth episode.
Okay.
Wow. That's cool. Well, there you go.
That's why, like...
All right,
go ahead.
Sorry. No, you cannot. You cannot.
Thomas Mumby, what's up, buddy? And I know the Rumble chat doesn't bring everybody in after the show starts, but and everybody on Rumble's a fine channel member. You guys are all members of the Nerd Herd. You all look incredible in red, almost as good as Sunker. Which, by the way, boys and girls, $20 direct donation. Sunker will go and change and put whatever color plaid on you want.
Don't upset it. $15 or $10 if you're feeling a bit.
I got a water bill to pay, woman. Damn it, quit. Jesus, can't get anywhere with this chick. Jesus.
$1 million.
And I will change
that water bill. And she will change her shirt. This eccentric, oh no, Miss Glow, Your Average Patriot Nerd, and Shadow Warden 99 all came in early, and this eccentric and Darth Dave are hanging out on Kick. I see you guys. Good to see you, Darth Dave. And yeah, the flying emojis should work if you guys want emojis flying all over my faces. Rumble and Kick are having the emojis thing work. But Thomas Mumby, what's up, Thomas? Over on the YouTube side, appreciate you, buddy. I believe is Thomas. Is Thomas? Yeah, there we go. Thomas, good to see you, buddy. Go ahead, you made it in. And there he is, Gamer Tom, over on the Rumble side as well. Good to see you, my friend. Shadow Ward 99 says she forgot to put it in the microwave like an American heretic. Yes, sir, she sure did. Hey, look, we threw all your tea in the harbor. So, like, us putting it in the microwave is way less disrespectful than what we did the first time. Okay, so, like, complain about her using a microwave all you want. My wife's got a tea kettle. I bought her a nice
call a step up.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. I think it absolutely would be considered a step up. Absolutely. You can't hear you. You're muted.
I was under a time limit.
She was on a time limit. There we go. Shadow Ward 99. Your Average Patriot Nerd. There you go. Would that be the wannabe instant iced tea? That's essentially what it was. There's this eccentric. There you go. Hey, XE Kid. What's up, buddy? XE Kid. Good to see you. He says, yo, he's been showing up the last couple of days. Good to see you, man. Even if it was on the Bible. He showed up on the Bible study the other day. Well, we've gotten surprisingly enough, we gained 20 subscribers over the last week with the 3 or 4 videos that we put out this week. And I think XE Kid was one of them. So shout out. Glad to see you. Because a lot of time we'll get new subscribers and a lot of them don't show up to the live streams. So seeing new faces in the live streams is always an absolute blast. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much, my friend. Glad you're in. Glad you're in here. Doc, what's up, Doc? Good to see you. He says, when it's hot, you jump in any body of water and be cooled off. When it's freezing, body parts fall off. Amen. Exactly, brother. Thank you. Because I know people in the chat were talking well, you can always put more clothes on. Yeah. And guess what? I can go to the beach too. And guess what? There's really nice water down there with a great breeze, and it is fabulous.
Not in the Pacific, son. Not in the Pacific. It's just
that shit's cold.
Hard.
You guys definitely, dude. Atlantic and Pacific both, dude. Y'all are freezing your asses. I hear people going swimming in that shit, and I'm like, y'all are. I have 85-degree bay water. Okay, I have a bath that I get to go swim in. That's literally the Gulf of America is a giant bathtub for us down here. Okay, during the summer. So yeah. So I said the water temperature right now is warmer than the air temperature.
And then we have the Great Lakes up here.
Yeah, we do have the lakes. It's just the fucking Pacific. I do remember
they're basically seas of their own.
They really are. And they have really cold air that blows across Canada and freezes your guys' ass off with them.
Normally Lake Michigan should be doing its job and keeping the worst of it away from us and to let Chicago suffer. But no, apparently not this time.
Oh, fuck, Shadow Horde. It's negative 30 in Indiana. I do not miss Missouri in the negative temperatures, dude. That shit sucked. Holy God.
What temperatures are
Devastator. What's up, buddy? Says howdy. Howdy, Devastator. Good to see you. Dry 85 degrees is nice. Yeah, the only place you find that is Arizona. Hassa Hoppa. What's up, Hassa? Says Minnesota's doing its best to become the leading shithole in the country at the moment. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true, Hassa. It's so true, brother.
Though the Virginia is trying to compete with them right now because they just put in a bill to where reducing sentences for all various crimes that are nefarious. B, trying to get rid of more Republican seats in Congress. C, trying to implement new taxes that would make it the most taxed state in the union, going from like 5% to 13.8%, beating out California. And
hey, we won't be the worst.
D, they're also implementing new like funding policies that they're like implementing a new funding policy that people who have small businesses could get access to as long as you're female, minority, veteran, or small business, or a family-owned business. But if you're white and male and you're a new entrepreneur, good luck.
Yeah. And it's one of them situations where I'm like, this is the worst. I've driven through Virginia, right? I've been to Washington, D.C. several times, been through Virginia quite a few times, driving to different places throughout the country. That is a gorgeous state.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. The forests, the trees, driving through that state, absolutely gorgeous. And they are literally going to turn it into fucking California. And you know why? Because the majority of people that work in Washington, D.C. live in fucking Virginia.
Arlington needs to be retaken by D.C. But I mean, it really sucks because Virginia, if it wasn't for Virginia, who had at the time the largest population in the Union, our nation would not exist. They are the reason. They are the whole reason why this country exists, is because the New Englanders were able to get them on their side, and particularly to get George Washington on their side because he was a Virginian.
Yep.
Man, I do.
Peter Venkman fan site. Good to see you, sister. Now we're cooking with gas. I'm trying to get through all of this. I promise that you guys can go on your rant.
I was just reminded of Gettysburg. Did I remember the call?
Melissa Smith, 7830. Appreciate you, Melissa. Good to see you, sister. Glad you made it in. So how do you make a Down syndrome Barbie? You put it in the microwave for 5 seconds. Damn, Gamer Tom. That's fucking good. Kaio Saber. What's up, buddy? Says sneaks in. Good to see you, Kaio. Good to see you, my friend. Bangman's girl. I see you over on Kick. I used to nuke because I didn't want to wait. There you go. Talking about, there you go. Exactly. It's faster than a tea kettle. Let's see here.
Has my back. It's just like, British people don't want you to know. Microwave tea and kettle tea are basically the same fucking temperature.
I mean, yeah, it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
A short video that talked about how like they used to transport tea back then. They wouldn't do it in bags. Instead, they formed it into bricks, and you would just cut off pieces of the brick and put it in your water.
That's like when coals get stuck in your teeth and shit.
It was easier to transport than having it in bags.
Hey, yeah. That would make sense because they'd be tougher and more durable and all that kind of stuff.
Last but not
that's on Sunker not being in an apartment until the rent cycle. Oh, yeah. She'll probably pay a full month's rent before she's actually moved in.
And it's on the first.
Yep. She won't even be moved in.
But it's a nice getaway place. I can just go in there and it's. I really do love my apartment. It's just like, it's mine. It's mine, and I can put all the shit where I want it to go, and
it's
I'm gonna start a little herb. What?
Mine.
It's
mine.
My precious.
It's my precious apartment. I'm gonna start a little fucking herb garden, like a middle-aged wine aunt, which I basically am. I'm gonna have a little herb garden on the patio.
Well, and what's funny about that too is like I understand where you're coming from. I had a friend of mine that was the same way. She'd pretty much lived with somebody else like most of her adult life. She'd always either had a roommate or whoever she was with or whatever. And when she finally got her own place, like even though her and I were talking and spending time together at the time, she's like, okay, yeah, like this is my space. And I'm like, oh, I totally get it. I'm like, I'm happy that you're loving this. And it was a nice apartment. It was downtown. It was a cool little spot. So yeah, no, I totally get that. Oh, let's see here. You guys ever consider mending the hole? We thought about that, but it's so tiny. Like we thought about that. And actually we saw some stuff at Ace Hardware when I went to go get that bolt to fix the van on Wednesday. There's an Ace Hardware over on the island. And so we actually went up when we were waiting for the guy to help us find the bolt, because I'm retarded sometimes when it comes to finding hardware. Look, I'm an aircraft mechanic. There was always a lady behind the counter to get me hardware. Right? No, trust me. No. That was rare. Okay, you didn't get it was rare. You got a pretty hardware girl. It wasn't very often. Most of them are old women.
Grandma,
but yeah, they actually had some of the patch stuff.
Come right up front.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh my God, you guys are great. Eric D. Reed, what's up, Eric? Another one of our fine members of the Nerd Herd. Good to see you. Jonathan Johnson Jr. JJJJJJR. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you as well. All right. I know we got a few more people that have slid in. What will be? What's up, buddy? So somehow I'm not late. Cool. Yes, you are not. Yes, you are not. Where did I miss 8-Bit Gamer at? I know. Where did I miss it? Why isn't 8-Bit Gamer showing up in the chat? That is weird. 8-Bit Gamer. I know you're out there too. There he is. Trying to find 2 sticks of DDR5 these days is almost impossible without spending a small fortune. Yep. It's true, 8-Bit Gamer. That stuff's gotten ridiculous, buddy. But good to see you. Glad you made it in. And thank you, Fansite, for dropping all the links. Oh, yeah.
What's DDR5?
Memory.
Oh,
yes, we do, Shadow Warden.
Dance Revolution 5, so I'm like, that can't be it.
No, and Shadow Warden, it's funny that you bring that up too, because I've been watching all of her tweets about that stuff, covering it from like the lawyer perspective, and yeah, that shit. I haven't watched any of the videos or anything, but yeah, that shit's fucking nuts.
I've actually seen I've actually seen an alternate suggestion where why don't we exchange Minnesota for Alberta?
Dude, I'm down. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Give me the rednecks of the North. Give me the rednecks of the North, please.
I would love that actually, because that's one of the like weird county things. They don't do it as states; they do it as like counties. Provinces. That's the one that's like the most normal. I think
it's the Texas of Canada.
I think
it really is. Well, it's oil country too.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, Sunker.
I think that the governor of that particular province was working her balls off to go and try to get it. Try to follow through on what Trump wanted out of Canadians was just basically, hey, can you make sure you stop sending drugs to the United States, please? That's pretty much. Can you make sure that stops happening? We're getting a lot of fentanyl here.
Yeah, it's not near as bad coming from Canada as it is from Mexico, but it is definitely still a problem because as soon
as you take care of the issues from coming up from the south, where are they going to go? They're going to go to the path of least resistance, which is up north.
Yeah.
Also,
and the reason why we're never worried about the border up there. Say what?
Also, the illegal immigration from all the people of a country I cannot talk about. That you just bust them over here and then you don't send them back, even though their visas are done.
Yep, that's all right. A lot of that is getting fixed.
From the north.
Well, and what'd you say, Ironcaster?
No one wants to talk about that illegal immigration from the north or how they keep coming down just to take our milk.
Yeah.
They love their bagged milk.
It's true. That shit is. It comes in a carton, and there's a bag inside of the fucking carton. And then they've got a jug in their fridge where they throw away the carton and they put a bag in a jug and cut a hole in the fucking jug.
Wait, you have to manually cut it in?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes.
What
fucking sense does that make? Why do you go through 3 fucking steps to get to your damn milk? You people are retarded.
Because Canadians are naturally polite.
No, they're not.
The fuck you're putting 3 bags to cover your fucking milk in. What is that with politeness?
I know plenty of Canadians who are not polite. They're not.
No.
The Canadians have a lot of.
I used to game with one woman from Calgary, and she's like, "Yeah, that whole stereotype of Canadians being polite and nice and all, that's all bullshit. We're assholes."
Well, we know they're assholes.
We're friends to your face, but as soon as your back turns to us, we're wishing death upon you.
Oh, so they're fucking women. So Canada is just nothing but women. That certainly explains why Justin Trudeau got reelected so many damn times. And even X-Ray Girl admitted she voted for the first time. Yeah.
X-Ray Girl.
She was like, I thought he was cute. Yeah, he's handsome.
That's why women should not vote, because they're easy to manipulate with their emotions.
Don't actually.
Why do you think Bill Clinton got elected? Yeah. No, that's true. Yep, repeal the 19th. Yeah.
I mean, heck, even before the 19th, women could vote. It was just in selected states, as well as because they were landowners. They were the head of the household.
No.
I think we need to return to that method.
That was actually the law.
The only
most lands, in fact, it's here. Give me this, okay? That was actually established, especially in the Magna Carta, to be a vote. You had to be landowner. And it didn't say gender. Now, granted, yes, you can talk about the culture, blah, blah.
Right, of how hard it was for women to get property and shit like
England
that.
all the way to, actually some in France and Spain, to America, it was you were a landowner. So there were women who were landowners, and if you were a landowner, you had a say.
Yeah.
End of discussion.
And see, and my only issue with that nowadays, though, is... because we live in such a rental economy now.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
You can't do that anymore.
It should be.
You would get more people from China.
Purely.
Let Spartacus finish.
It should be purely whoever is the head of the household. It should be whoever is the head of the household should be voting. If you are not the head of the household, if you're not a designated head of the household, you really can't vote, in my opinion.
I would be more okay with that than just the landowner issue. And yes, Sunker, that would require you to move out of your parents' house.
Personally, I feel like the age of voting should be raised to 25 because a lot of people are living
at least 21.
A lot of people are living with their parents for extended periods of time, or they are going to college and they're going from high school to college. They don't have the understanding of how the world works yet. So
no life experience.
They're going to vote on what they feel like instead of, okay, I need to keep an eye out for this. I need to listen for this from whoever I'm electing, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And the only exclusion I have is for if you're in the military, in which case a year after you join the military.
There you go. Service before citizenship. I always thought that was a good idea when I was in high school.
I'm of a different opinion.
Well, no one cares about your opinion.
Okay.
Shut up. Go ahead, Sunker. We don't care about your opinion, but we live in a country where freedom of speech is important, so you're allowed to say it.
How about you go over and start actually holding people to better task and just trying? It's so overused to go try educating people.
We've done
that. Try having people actually suffer.
And college is being used as second adolescence.
No. Sunker, you are suffering for the consequences of your actions and your votes. Los Angeles is a shithole. It is a fucking degenerate land fire. Okay, cool. But your taxes contribute to that state. Every single one of your paychecks goes to fund that government. So whether you voted for it or not, yes, you can. You can move. You are not in a situation where you cannot move. But I know you've got your own stuff.
My
governor
a couple of years ago proposed that anyone that tries to move out of the state, because our state is one of the fastest shrinking, Illinois, that they should put a tax on people who try to move out of the state. Now it's not.
Yeah, California tried that too.
But they've been suggesting it.
You're just as guilty as I am, then, Spartacus.
Oh yes, because I got all my money is going to Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he admits it.
The thing is, I want Chicago to burn.
Well, why haven't you moved out yet, Spartacus? Why haven't you moved out? It's so easy to move out from the state of which you live and to uproot your life. It would be so fucking easy, wouldn't it, nerd?
It is. I've done it several times. It's not rocket science. You just have to release your attachments and go, hey, you know what? Life's better there. And guess what? I can still video call my family.
My entire family's here, so it's a little hard.
My entire family outside of the one I married and the one I married and made down here is all in Missouri. So, I get it. Some people are more attached to their family than others. I'm not that guy. I've had enough bullshit come from my family that the farther I am from them most of the time, the happier I am. So I get it. Some people are super fucking attached to their family. And guess what? Fine. That's your choice. At the end of the day, it is all everyone's individual choice. But understand that those choices come with consequences and understand the system that you are feeding by making those choices.
The one thing that
at the end of the day,
still say is that even though I am here, I'm voting against all of it. I'm taking a crack against it all. I'm saying no, I don't support this system. I'm voting for the other people, even though the other people in my state are often as questionable as the Democrats.
Oh God! Oh yes, you have one of those states. I forgot. Yeah.
The last guy who was running for governor, oh dear Lord, he was just as bad. I originally wanted one of a more independent fellow who was running GOP versus someone who had ties to all the bullshit, and it's just like, ugh.
Well, and what boggles my mind with the fucking Republican Party, right, is when they are in states like that, they try to be like Democrats.
They don't try. That's the thing. They don't try.
They just are.
Here's a major flaw of the Democratic and Republican Party. The Democratic Party is further going to the left. The Republican Party is just slowly being pulled to the left while pretending that they are, when all they need to do is they need to play to their base, which is conservatives. They need
they win every single time when they play to their base.
Democrats pretend during elections that they're moderates. Republicans, and Democrats win. Republicans, when they try to pretend to be moderates, they don't win. But when they pretend to be hardcore conservatives, that's when they do win. But you have a lot of rhinos in the Republican Party that are picking and choosing the winners. Like, for example, there was a case where McConnell was restricting funds for one candidate. I think it was in Texas or Florida. And she unfortunately couldn't. No. It was that one woman from Arizona. She, God, I can't remember what her name is.
Is that the one that ran for governor and then tried running for senator?
Yes. McConnell was
I know who you're talking about.
withholding money from funds from her from the Republican
I remember
Party
that.
because he just did not want her because she is a huge Trump supporter.
Yep. And McConnell at best tolerates Trump.
Carrie Lake.
He fucking hates him. Carrie Lake. Thank you guys. Yes. Hey, Boom Boom 42, new face in the chat. Good to see you, Boom Boom. Hey, look at that. Boom Boom's not red. Yes, Carrie Lake is awesome, right? You are so right on that one, Sunker. You are so right on that one. But it's one of them situations where it's like, it's just, I don't know. It's a bad system. And the problem is those states have been so bad that a lot of the systems are so rigged that it's without billions of dollars, you're not changing that.
And I mean,
it's sad to say.
I'm of the opinion, actually, we should be lessening federal funding that goes to those states because they can only get away with bad practices.
But you need the parties they're push it. You need the parties, though. You need the people who are running the show to agree to it, and they're not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Get all the like-minded smart states to go over and stop the stupid states. I don't know. I'm just a retard on the internet. I don't know how to work people.
Well, the biggest problem with that was making it to where the senators stopped getting elected by the state houses and started getting elected by the popular vote. That was one of the biggest problems.
Popular vote for the senators is a huge drawback. I think it needs to go back to legislatures choosing because that was the original purpose. Well,
because the states lost all their power and influence.
Popular vote was for both the Electoral College, which originally, and if you actually read the Constitution, it says that the states choose how the Electoral College is decided. Either they can do it by the legislatures themselves, or they can give it to the people, which all states now have gone to popular vote Electoral College. But also, your representative to the House of Representatives is done by popular vote, and that's where your representative is supposed to be. The House of Representatives. The Senate is a representative of the state governments. So that's why the legislature is supposed to be choosing the senator, not the popular vote.
It's true. All right, we've got off way too much on a tangent on this, and I love these conversations, but we've got to get to Doctor Who. Yes.
Politics in the Reign of
Terror. Which, by the way, what have we found out from the Reign of Terror? That nothing more than the most evil system on the planet that was created by the devil, that is called the metric system, was created during the French Revolution. So the metric system is automatically evil. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to ride that out for the rest of my life. What was that, Ironcaster? Sorry, dude.
We blame everything on the French.
Well,
absolutely, it's always the French.
It wasn't
just
the
takeaway we had from the first two episodes is that we blame the French.
To be fair, If you can imagine someone fucking a demon first, would be a Frenchman.
There's probably been maybe...
Or a Spaniard.
So there's been 3 French revolutions in France. There was the revolution that we're going through right now with the Reign of Terror. Then there was the 1830 revolution that saw the Bourbons removed from power and replaced with the Orleans. And then there was the 1848 revolution that saw the last of the monarchy deposed, and the declaration of the Second Republic, which would then be replaced like 5 years later with the Second French Empire and Napoleon III. But after Napoleon III was removed from power, you had the Paris Commune, but you also had a massive anti-monarchist wave that was very much almost like the Reign of Terror, where people, the French government, which became very secular, it wanted to cut every tie from anything that was associated with the monarchy. It wanted to cut ties with the church, because they saw that was associated with the monarchy. They created what was called the philosophy of, where we here in the United States have freedom of religion. They created the philosophy of freedom from religion, which became the bedrock for a lot of uncouth ideas later on, like
this is true.
Transgenderism and all that fun gobbledygook.
All right, everybody, remember the first 2 episodes? Ironcaster, give me your thoughts on the first 2 episodes before we jump into tonight's show.
It's been a good little setup. We got the Doctor separated from Ian, Barbara, and Susan, as he's kind of off to wander the countryside. The Doctor brained someone.
Yeah,
that was the one big
shovel.
That was the one big takeaway I had from this story that has really stuck with me for the last decade or so since I last saw it.
Spider Chris, your opinion?
These are fun episodes, and we leave off on a wonderful cliffhanger on, is Barbara and Susan going to survive Madame Guillotine?
And Griffin.
I'm ready to roll. Yes, I'm ready.
So I just...
What did you think about the last 2 episodes? Anything else you would like to expound upon?
No.
Well, I'll give a brief plot synopsis in case you weren't with us with the first 2. The Doctor was mad at Ian for making a glib comment at his ability to ride the TARDIS.
TARDIS, yeah.
And that landed them into France. And we're seeing a lot of power dynamics here, where we're seeing how the old old ways of working are being replaced with new in a very violent fashion. I love the introduction to the prison system, where they were not tried. They were just told by a judge, "You're fucking evil. Go to jail. You'll see the guillotine in the morning." You also got to see the secret reconnaissance that was most likely going on. A lot of secret reconnaissance espionage that was going on, where the guy passed on a secret code to Ian. Go find this motherfucker. He's like, okay, and he got very close to him.
Must warn the Brits.
They don't kiss. But also, he got very close to another man. I forgot why they were fighting. But they still do not kiss. So...
Yeah, this is the 1960s. There wasn't any of that gay shit on there. So,
and yeah, I do like to think, to Ironcaster, your point is just one of the things I did that was so kind of out of character, I find, for the Doctor, for him to get caught up in that, because he probably could have gotten to the area he needed to get to without having to stop and ask.
I don't know.
Well, it is also an interesting idea that, you know, we have certain expectations for who the Doctor is, but here we are going back to these early stories and seeing, in a lot of ways, a lot of different ways the Doctor could have gone, where there are certain threads, certain ideas that could have become larger elements of his character, like in this case, a Doctor who does get his hands dirty, a Doctor who will go and hurt people, you know, to get through with what he needs
to save her people, but also to save others.
He's also kind of picking up on his companions' kind of personalities a little bit, because this is not the same Doctor that we met at the very beginning of it all, because that one was very jaded. I want to say I don't know if that's an appropriate word, but very much I don't care about lesser beings.
Disassociated.
Aloof. Aloof.
Aloof. Thank you.
Jada can actually work too, because we don't know whatever he went. They did mention they were on the run. They did not leave with the government blessings.
Yeah, they didn't leave Gallifrey with
So the point is, it's like they were standoffish, aloof, jaded, isolationist. It's very much we're over here, you're over there, you stay.
I mean, the Doctor was willing to crush the head of a caveman in order to save themselves from being captured by the other tribe.
Mm-hmm, because if we go all the way back there, he was going to brain him, because they're like, we have to take him back, we can't just leave him here. It's like he was just going to kill him. It's like, fucker's dead, let's get it to the TARDIS. That's where he was. But that he got himself into that situation and went so far as to get those other guys out is actually one of the new things, I think, for his character. And that is 1000% I do believe Ian's doing, because what has Ian been doing this entire time? He's always been arguing about morality, what's right. We can't just leave this caveman here. We can't just leave these people. I can't just force these people to fight for me. I need to let them know what they're getting into.
Yep, and also Barbara, because I mean the Doctor has had to apologize to Barbara on several occasions because of their headbutting, first in the episode with the TARDIS malfunctioning, and then because she realized that something was off with the TARDIS itself, and the Doctor's like, no, things are perfectly fine. Instead, it's you two that I'm going to throw out of the TARDIS. But no, it was something wrong with the TARDIS itself. And then we had the issue where the Doctor and her butted heads over
the Aztecs.
The Aztecs. They're having to say, hey, this, as much as we want to change history for the better, we can't.
Yeah, because you can't undo it.
A little bit. Ultimately. After it was done, I think the two of them actually got, had a better respect and understanding for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, absolutely. I think that's because Barbara doesn't break. When she tries to pull this bullshit and it doesn't work, she doesn't break. She doesn't kick her heel, like flap her heels around. She doesn't go over and say, woe is me. She actually tries to take control of the situation, and she owns up to her fuckage. So, that's not the most elegant way of saying it, but
I mean, it's a valid point, though. It's 100% accurate. It's 100% accurate.
I do very much love. I fucking love how I love all the characters. I love how they also did Barbara, because she's like not the traditional pretty, but she's also a very attractive lady in her own right.
There you go. Cody, good to see you. Stoner Cat as well. JR24 says, bonjour, Dr. Nerd. Bonjour, JR24. Glad you came in just in time for the scarf. Good to see you. But, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think that wraps it up for our review of our little brief review of last week. But we do need to jump over to all of our alternative platforms. So that means we got to shut the YouTube side down. Because of YouTube's bots and all of that kind of stuff. This isn't something we can watch and review properly over there, even though what we do falls completely and totally in line with fair use and the legal laws of the United States of America. But hey, guess what? That's not the way it works on YouTube. And I think you've all seen over the last few years, kind of, especially the last year, even the last 3 months, how insane things have gotten over there. So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, please join us over on the Rumble side of the house. It's going to be a grand old time. Our dear sweet Peter Venkman fan site has been dropping links over there all evening. And so we certainly appreciate her very much for that. But boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is the way things go over here because, hey, YouTube's stupid and too many people abused the rules and broke the stuff. And this is where we're at now. So I certainly appreciate all of you guys that are over there and hanging out. And if you do stay over on the YouTube side, please leave a comment on the live stream when you're done, telling us what you enjoyed about things. But I appreciate all of you guys and girls and all that kind of fun stuff as well. Yeah, that's right. Boom, boom. YouTube is not a good arbitrator of fairness. No, it is not. Boom, boom. It is not at all. That's a very accurate term. And all we have to do is you see the difference between a guy who's got, 200,000 subscribers and things get accidentally nuked versus the guy who's got 1,000 subscribers and things accidentally get nuked because of a stupid thing. Some of us can get things fixed and some of us can't, and other people, and it doesn't matter how many subscribers you get. Some people get ignored no matter what. So yeah, I appreciate you. No worries at all. But yeah, boys and girls, we appreciate it. So everybody over on the YouTube side, if you've got a hand that's available, wave and tell goodbye to YouTube. So that way I don't screw anything up. Say bye. All right. Bye. Let's get started, boys and girls, because tonight we have episode 3, A Change of Identity. So dun dun dun. Here we go.